Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn, funky top 3.
This ancient city's name, Petra, means rock because it was carved into the soft rock of the mountains over 2,000 years ago.
2.
Petra is made up of many different buildings, and the most famous one is the treasury, called Al-Khaznet. You reach the city through the Sikh Gorge, a small gap leading to a big place.
1.
The soft pink sandstone that this awesome city's carved from means Petra's fragile and easily damaged.
Funky facts.
The Matterhorn is one of the most famous mountains in Europe. Now before you climb, let's check some stats with some fast and funky facts.
Funky facts. Funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn, funky top 3.
The Matterhorn is a mountain that's so big, it's in 2 countries at once, Switzerland and Italy. At its highest point, it's as high as 14 Eiffel Towers stacked on top of each other.
2.
The top of the mountain has 4 sides, each facing the different points of the compass.
North, south, east, and the other one, west.
1.
Because the Matterhorn is so high, thick clouds often form at the top that look like a giant flag flying from the mountain. These are called banner clouds and can make mountaineering even more dangerous.
Funky facts.
Where's today's landmark?
You're looking at it. I'll tell you more once you've seen what Lars has been working on for Xuli.
For me?
Meet the Turbo Zoomster. Cool.
Oh, nice.
That looks fast.
I've designed it to beat the GoJet Academy land speed record.
And we're in the best place on the planet to do it. Let me explain with some fast and funky facts.
Funky facts. Funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn, funky top 3.
The Bonneville Salt Flats in Utah are a vast open space over 19 kilometers long. That's nearly 200 football pitches.
2.
Thousands of years ago, a huge salty lake dried up and left behind layers of salt that made this massive flat plain. This can flood in winter, but when it gets warmer, the water dries out and strong winds blow the salt smooth again.
1.
Bonneville's size and flatness make it perfect for super fast driving. The fastest speed driven here is over 700 kilometers an hour, which is as fast as an airplane.
Arriving at the rainforests of Sumatra. Phew-wee.
Whoa, why is the Titan arum so stinky?
Hold on to your noses. We're about to find out. Hit it!
Funky facts. Funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn, funky top 3.
The Titan arum can be found in the hot, wet rainforest of Sumatra.
2.
The Titan arum is the largest flowering plant in the world. It can grow up to 3 meters. That's as tall as an elephant.
1.
The flower only blooms every 7 to 10 years and gives off a really bad smell. This attracts flies and insects to spread its pollen to grow new plants. It's stinkier than 100 smelly socks. Ew-wee!
Funky facts.
Let's take a deep dive into some funky facts. Ow!
Funky facts. Funky facts.
The Academy is where it's at.
With Ubercorn, funky top 3.
A reef is a collection of coral where millions of different sea creatures live, just like the Great Barrier Reef in Australia.
2,
Sometimes even man-made objects like shipwrecks can become an artificial reef.
1,
These can provide a home to all sorts of sea life. And as long as the wrecked submarine isn't leaking oil, it's all good.
funky facts.
Little legs plus the Inca trail equals... Are we nearly there yet?
I'm afraid not, Foz. Still, at least you're not running in a race like Kyan.
Woohoo! Almost there. This race is hard. But not long now till I ace it.
Keep going, Go-Jetter. It'll be worth it for the view from the top. Now, let me race you through some fast and funky facts. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
Machu Picchu is a city built by the Inca people of Peru over 500 years ago. Amazing ancient buildings are all over the mountainside, from temples to palaces, farms to houses.
2,
To keep the place peaceful and not too busy with tourists, Machu Picchu is a no-fly zone. So, no jetpad or broomster flying today, Go-Jetters.
1,
Kyan's running the Inca Trail Race, which at over 26 miles is a mighty marathon. You can do it, Go-Jetter.
funky facts.
You got it, Ubercorn. Whew. What a place to race! Race! Race!
Whoa! The Avenue of the Baobabs.
Majestic.
Geographic.
Awesome!
Kyan, what's with the handstand?
Ubercorn told me the best way to enjoy baobab trees is upside down.
Really? Let me try. Whoa! Whoa! So, why do they look best upside down?
Go-Jetters, let me set you straight with some funky facts. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
The baobab's branches look like roots sticking into the air, especially when it loses all its leaves. And so, it's called the upside-down tree.
Making upside down the right way up. Ha!
2,
At dusk, just as the sun is setting, the trees produce beautiful flowers full of pollen.
1,
Then at night, nocturnal animals like lemurs spread it between the flowers and help the fruit to grow.
Oh, nocturnal animals are animals that come out at night.
funky facts.
Geographic.
Venice is amazing.
And so are the gondolas.
Sure, if you aren't in a hurry.
Slow is the only way to travel in Venice, Xuli. Go too fast and you miss all the beautiful buildings. Here's the lowdown about where you're floating today with some funky facts.
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
The city of Venice was built on soft ground, using millions of wooden poles brought down from mountain forests.
2,
Each year, Venice sinks a little further into the water, but very, very slowly.
1,
Because Venice is built on water, there are no cars. From taxis to ambulances, most of the vehicles are boats.
funky facts.
Wow! What an amazing view!
What an amazing building.
Space Cadet Xuli and Kyan approaching the Seattle Space Needle. Over!
Beep, beep. Beep. Hey, Astrojetters, come in. Beep.
That might be one small step for a go-jetter, but I've got some giant funky facts for you. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
The Seattle Space Needle was built to look like a flying saucer, so visitors can enjoy an out-of-this-world view.
2.
At 184 meters high, the Space Needle is taller than 100 astronauts.
1.
The Space Needle was designed to be super strong in case of earthquakes. A few years ago, a big earthquake shook it so much that all of the water sloshed out of the toilets. But the building was just fine. Shake, rattle, and toilet roll.
Funky facts.
The GeoVac can suck all sorts of things up, including bad weather. Let's try it in a stormy situation.
Pressurizing dome. Forming thundercloud.
Whoa!
Huh? Hailstones from a thundercloud?
That's where hailstones come from, Foz. Let me explain with some funky facts.
Funky facts, funky facts.
The Academy is where it's at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
The tops of these thunderclouds, also known as cumulonimbus, are so high up that rain can freeze and fall as hailstones.
2.
Strong winds can blow hailstones round and around inside the cloud, where they can grow even bigger. Some hailstones can be bigger and heavier than a potato. Ouch!
1.
These giant hailstones can be dangerous. They can damage crops, cars, planes, and toy robots left out in the garden by accident.
Funky facts.
Hey, go-jetters! How are you finding the chilly city of Harbin?
Whoa! Quite slippy for some, Ubercorn.
Well, let's chill out with some ice-cold funky facts. Ow!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
Every year at Harbin Ice Festival, huge sculptures are made out of ice and snow. The whole festival covers an area as big as 100 football pitches.
2.
Even though it's freezing cold in Harbin, one of the most popular snacks here is ice cream.
1.
The sculptures are carved using huge blocks of ice cut from the frozen surface of the Sun Qua River. You'd need a supersized glass for those ice cubes.
Funky facts.
Crossing the English Channel. Approaching the White Cliffs of Dover.
You're doing great, Kyan. You've nearly swum all the way from France to England.
Thanks. Not that I'm tired, but are we nearly there yet?
Look ahead. Land ahoy.
The White Cliffs. Awesome.
You'll reach them soon, Kyan. I can feel it in my hooves. Now let me tell you more about that mighty fine finish line. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
The famous White Cliffs of Dover in England are over 100 meters high. That's as tall as 18 giraffes standing on a double-decker bus.
2.
The cliffs are made of soft chalk, which is always getting slowly worn away by the sea and the weather.
So that's what keeps them looking whiter than white.
1.
When you cross the English Channel to Dover, the White Cliffs are the first thing you see, whether you're a ferry passenger or a cross-channel swimmer.
Funky facts.
They sure are a welcome sight. I'm totally gonna ace this.
Coordinates set for New York in the United States of America.
Hey!
Aced it.
I think you need a little more room for your fantastic gymnastics.
Well said.
Yep.
Too right.
Got anywhere in mind?
Arriving at destination, Central Park, New York.
That's a park. Geographic.
Sure is, Lars. Let me fill you in with some funky facts.
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn, funky top 3.
Central Park is a huge piece of greenery in New York City. Its many plants and trees help to clean up New York's smog.
Smog?
Smoky pollution from traffic equals smog.
Although Central Park looks natural, it's almost entirely man-made. Even the water in the lakes can be turned on and off, just like a bathtub.
Ace it.
With its Ice Age boulders, tire swings, and over 27,000 trees, Central Park makes the perfect playground for fantastic gymnastics.
Sonar is amazing. The sounds bounce off objects around you, then when they bounce back, you know where things are.
Grandmaster Glitch?
Gotcha! Happy Halloween! No jetters!
Happy Halloween, Go-Jetters! Now it's time to meet some sonar superstars in their very special home. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn, funky top 3.
Tonight, we're visiting one of the largest caves in the world, Guarusa on the island of Borneo. The cave is so big, a jumbo jet could fly right through it. Guarusa is home to millions of bats. They love the dark cave and hate bright light. Bats use sonar to help them find their way in the dark. Just like Xuli's Geodive upgrade. The bats sleep upside down on the cave roof, but millions of bats up above means a lot of bat poo on the cave floor below.
Bat poo?
That's right. It's called guano and is very useful. It's a really funky fertilizer which can help plants grow bigger and faster.
Funky facts.
Ho, ho, ho! I'm all ready for Christmas Island, Go-Jetters!
Christmas Island isn't actually that Christmassy, Kyan.
In fact, it could be called Krabby Island.
Krabby?
Oh yeah, this island's very special. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn, funky top 3.
Christmas Island is actually the top of an underwater mountain. It got its name after being discovered on Christmas Day. The island is most famous for its red land crabs. Every year, there's a migration of millions of crabs, all moving down to the sea to lay their eggs. The migration starts when the rainy season starts. The islanders help the crabs on their way, even digging tunnels under busy roads so the crabs can cross safely.
Wow.
Awesome!
Let's head down and see those crabs.
And make it snappy!
Go Jettas, there's a problem in China.
Grandmaster Glitch!
And he's rocking out again.
Hey, at least the crowd's not leaving.
That's 'cause they're statues. Very fragile statues.
His music could destroy them.
We've got to stop him!
To the jet pad. Coordinates set for Xi'an in China. Let's hit it. Nearly there, Go Jettas. So let me fill you in with some urgent, funky facts. The Terracotta Army, discovered buried in China, has about 10,000 life-size soldiers, all made out of clay. The clay soldiers were put there over 2,000 years ago in the burial site of China's first emperor, Qin Shi Huang. When the soldiers were first discovered, they were found broken and had to be carefully glued back together. So far, over 1,000 have been restored. That's a lot of gluing.
Hey, Lars! Did you set the coordinates today?
Sure did. All because I fixed the jet pad doors.
Right. And you did a really great job.
Huh? They just need a little tweak.
Where are we heading?
Somewhere totally awesome. The Panama Canal.
Huh? A canal does not sound totally awesome.
It's not just any old canal.
Lars is right. What you need are some funky facts. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
The Panama Canal is a man-made shortcut that links the Pacific and the Atlantic Oceans. Without it, sailors would have to go all the way around South America.
2.
On their way through the Panama Canal, ships have to wait inside giant tubs called locks. Each lock contains more than 1 million bathtubs of water.
1.
As the locks slowly fill with water, they work like huge steps for the boats to move uphill. Then down the other side.
Funky facts.
Tower Bridge. My favorite.
Don't think I've got a favorite bridge.
Better go. I'm helping to fix the moving parts.
Moving parts? In a bridge?
Don't things just drive over it?
Tower Bridge is no ordinary bridge. Let me explain with some so funky facts. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
Tower Bridge was built more than 100 years ago to allow traffic to cross the River Thames, the longest river in England.
2.
About 40,000 people cross the bridge every day by foot, bike, buses, cabs, and cars. This is one busy bridge.
1.
The River Thames is busy too, so Tower Bridge can rise to let big boats through. This is all done using heavy machinery, which lifts the huge bridge in under 2 minutes.
Funky facts.
Whoa! Tower Bridge is awesome!
How much further?
Not far, Foz. It'll be worth it when you get to the top.
Ubercorn says there's plant life up there that doesn't grow anywhere else on Earth.
Wow! Well, come up here and see for yourself.
Wow.
Geographic.
You said it. Go-Jetters, you've reached the top of one of planet Earth's most extraordinary islands.
Islands? I thought we were climbing a mountain.
And there's no ocean for miles, Ubercorn.
Tepuis are mountain islands in the sky, so remote that many are unexplored. Let me tell you more with some funky facts.
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's Funky Top 3.
These flat-topped mountains are called tepuis and are located where the country of Venezuela meets the country of Brazil.
2.
Tepuis are lost worlds that are older than dinosaurs. They were formed when the softer land around and inside them wore away over millions of years.
1.
The holes inside the tepuis are some of the world's deepest sinkholes, big enough to fit the Eiffel Tower inside, standing up or lying down.
My Grimbler's already the smoothest ride in the world. Grimbles! Thank you, Grimbots.
Imagine how fast the Grimbler will go now.
Maybe even faster than the Vroomster?
I love it! Well done, no jitter! Now, out of the way, my go! Yeah! Cripples!
Nearly ready. Just need to fill up with more biogas.
What? Well, where do I get this bio-what's-it?
I thought you'd never ask, Glitch. You're on dinner duty.
Huh?
Let me explain with a feast of funky facts. Ow!
Funky facts, funky facts.
The Academy is where it's at.
With Ubercorn's Funky Top 3.
When food waste, like lunchtime leftovers, rots and goes all mushy, it gives off a gas. This is called biogas.
2.
Biogas has many uses, including heating, lighting, and cooking. So it's a clever way that food waste can help to make even more food. Now that's recycling.
1.
Biogas energy is cleaner energy. When vehicles like the Grimbler swap old engines for biogas engines, it's better for the air and great news for our planet.
Actually, jetpack plus hurricane equals Grimbot rescue.
Huh?
Foz!
Stay out of that hurricane, Xuli.
I'm going in, Ubercorn. Foz needs my help.
A hurricane is no place for the Grimbler. It's time for some urgent, funky facts. A hurricane is a massive storm with powerful winds and heavy rain. Some can be more than 1,000 kilometers wide. That's as big as a country.
2.
They get their energy from the warm water in the tropical parts of oceans, like the Atlantic. The heat makes the wind spin and swirl faster and faster. This one is really fast.
1.
The middle of the storm is called the eye, and here it is really calm. But to get in or out, you have to cross the eye wall, where the hurricane's winds are most dangerous.
Whoa!
The wind's too strong! The eye of the storm! Ubercorn was right. The wind's much calmer here.
Ideal weather conditions. Sunny and lots of thermals. Here we go, team. Great work, cadets! Now fly to the end of the valley to pass your academy gliding test.
Wide open skies plus sunny weather in Tandil equals perfect gliding conditions.
But I still don't get how gliders fly without an engine.
Gliders use thermals to rise up in the air. And they have a special design too. Right, Ubercorn?
Right, Lars. Let me tell you more with some funky facts. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
When the sun warms the ground, the air above it heats up and rises to make a thermal. When Argentina has sunny weather like today, its wide open plains make this location a great place to glide.
2.
Gliders are very light, with long wings and no engine. They glide through the sky like birds, using thermals to lift them higher and higher.
1.
Clouds like these are called cumulus clouds, and warm thermals are often found beneath them. Glider pilots look out for these clouds to help them fly.
Funky facts.
Mongolia is geographic.
Huh?
Amazing!
What? I can't see anything.
That's what's so brilliant about Mongolia, Kyan. Lots and lots of vast open space.
Huh. And whatever that is over there.
Huh?
Hello!
Hello!
Hey.
Who are they?
Mongolian Nomads.
Nomads? Oh, that means they travel all over their country.
Spot on, Foz. They look for the best land for their animals to graze on.
I love their tents.
Gares.
Gares?
Let me fill you in with some oh-so-funky facts. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
Many Mongolians live in the capital city, Ulaanbaatar. But nomads travel around their enormous country, living in tents called gares.
2.
Their animals are very important to them. And most important of all are the horses. There are around 3 million horses in Mongolia, which means there are more horses than people.
1.
Like many people all around the world, these nomads think some actions are really unlucky or rude. Like whistling inside a gare, pointing at someone, or even worse, patting their head.
Shouldn't Kyan and Foz be heading north?
Yep, they should be. I think I need to steer them in the right direction with some funky facts.
Funky facts, funky facts.
The Academy is where it's at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
The compass is an amazing device invented in China over 2,000 years ago to help people find their way around the world. It all works thanks to the power of magnets.
2.
Earth has a magnetic North Pole that attracts the magnetic needle on a compass, making it point north.
1.
A compass shows 4 directions: north, east, south, and west. If you know which direction you want to go in, then a compass can tell you if you're going the right way.
Okay, that's the panda's den finished. How do they like the bamboo, Foz?
They really like it.
Hey, Foz and Lars, we're on our way to check out your panda den.
Great! It's all finished!
Yeah!
Awesome!
Great job, you two.
But we're running out of bamboo.
Relax, Foz. It's time to munch on some funky facts.
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
There are less than 2,000 pandas left in the wild. Places like the Wulong Nature Reserve in China help to look after pandas and increase the numbers of this precious, beautiful animal.
2.
Giant pandas eat a lot of bamboo, up to 38 kilos every day. That's the same weight as 2 whole Fozes.
1.
The bamboo forests are in danger from deforestation. That's when trees are chopped down faster than new ones can grow. Pandas can't survive without bamboo.
Launching Truckster in
3.
2, 1,
Seatbelts!
Finally, I'll be the first to find the geodome of the ancients. This map will lead me right to it. Yeah. Aha! This way, Grimbots. Oh. Who put that there? This way, Grimbots.
So, all these lines and symbols show places and objects around us. Right, Ubercorn?
Right, Foz. Let me help you find your way with some funky facts.
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
Geography means drawing the world, and we draw the world with maps.
2.
Maps use symbols to show the world around you. Roads, rivers, and different landmarks are pictured to help you find your way.
1.
Maps come in different scales. Some show whole countries. Some show cities. And you can even get a map to show the houses in your street.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's a beautiful day for the Ontario Lumberjack Championship.
Hey, Go Jetters! How are you enjoying the boreal forest?
it's awesome! Aced it!
You can leave the acing to me today, Kyan.
No way! My turn next!
Nice work, Xuli. Now let me keep things rolling with some funky facts.
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
Canada is the second largest country in the world, and nearly half of it is covered by the boreal forest. Some of the trees are cut down for timber or to make paper, but that's okay. Not too many trees are cut down at once, and plenty of new trees are planted. This makes the forest sustainable.
2.
Before there were roads here, logs were transported by floating them down the rivers. Lumberjacks had to step onto the floating logs and spin them round to stop them blocking the way. This huge forest is also home to lots of animals: moose, wolves, and great big bears. Yow! Welcome to the Tim God Ruins, Go-Jetters.
Awesome!
Geographic.
What is this place?
I thought you'd never ask. Time for some oh-so-funky facts. Yow!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
Tim God is a huge city that was built by the Romans nearly 2,000 years ago.
2.
All the streets here are in a grid, running east and west or north and south. It was such a great idea that many modern cities still use this design today.
1.
At the west end of the city is Trajan's Arch, named after a Roman emperor. It was built to make a fantastic entrance to the city and is still standing strong today. Remember, be very careful exploring. These ruins are very delicate.
Go-Jetters,
Go!
Use the grid system to find your way around.
Grimbles, where is everyone? Where are we? Where's the computer shop? This place is just ruins. Why do I have to do everything myself? Right, back to Grim HQ. The no-chetters? That's all I need. Good job we're leaving.
Wow, a great blue heron.
amazing. Oh, I hope we see a spoonbill.
What's a spoonbill?
A bird with a beak shaped like a spoon.
Huh. Hey, there's one! Over on that nest!
Shh, Kyan, do you have a quiet voice?
Oops. Is this better?
Much better. Alligators!
Sorry about my noisy friend.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, hi, Xuli!
Hello!
Glad you're enjoying the Everglades National Park, Go-Jetters. Good trip, Xuli?
Great, Ubercorn. But is this really a park? It's more like a huge river or a giant swamp.
Let me flow what I know with some funky facts. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
The Everglades National Park in Florida is a huge network of wetlands, land covered with shallow water, so big you could fit a country in there.
2.
In the past, local people built shelters over the water called chickees. These days, visitors can use the chickees to watch the park's amazing wildlife.
1.
The Everglades are home to a treasure trove of birds and animals, including 200,000 alligators, ancient creatures related to the dinosaurs.
Lots of patience plus extreme carefulness equals discovering an amazing Egyptian artifact.
Wow.
Geographic.
Made by Egyptians thousands of years ago.
Another visit to Egypt, another wonder discovered.
Just like the Great Pyramids.
Come on, let's check out the Sphinx.
You mean the Great Sphinx?
We get it, Foz. Everything's great. You love ancient Egypt.
Foz is right, Kyan. It's called the Great Sphinx. Time for some funky facts.
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
with Ubercorn's funky top three.
The Great Sphinx is one of the oldest statues in the world, built by hand thousands of years ago.
2,
It was carved from the limestone rock that lies underneath Giza. Limestone has hard and soft layers. The soft rock can be damaged by wind, rain, and sand, so people work hard to protect the Great Sphinx for the future.
1,
When it was first discovered, you could only see the Sphinx's head, but buried underneath the sand, experts uncovered a lion's body, long paws, and a tail.
Hello.
That's enough geogiant training. Time to put me down. Oh. Huh?
Where have all the cadets gone?
Uh-oh. I think that's our answer right there.
What happened to all the trees?
What's that?
Grandmaster Glitch!
Trouble, Go-Jettas. A mudslide. Time for urgent, funky facts. Mudslides usually happen on steep, muddy slopes when there's heavy rain. The roots of trees help to hold soil together, but if trees are removed, it can cause mudslides.
1,
Mudslides are very powerful and can reach high speeds. They sweep things along and can destroy anything in their path.
Rain plus muddy slope minus trees equals mudslide.
The cadets and Glitch are in trouble. You need to get them out of there.
We're on it, Ubercorn. Truckster, let's roll.
Launching Truckster in
3,
2, 1,
Seatbelts.
go, Jetters!
woohoo! Surf's up!
raise you there.
That was some storm last night.
Yes, the wind kept waking me up.
Come on, Sleepy. Last one there's a rusty Grimbok.
Grandmaster Glitch!
You've glitched the beach.
Why do you no-jetters always think it's my fault?
Well,
It's not Grandmaster Glitch's fault. This rubbish was blown here by last night's storm, and we're using his recycling skills to help clear up the mess.
Come on, don't just stand there. Time to clean up.
Whoa, there's so much of it.
And there's lots more out there.
Out there?
Let me fill you in with some urgent funky facts. Instead of being reused or recycled, lots of plastic is just dumped into our oceans. It doesn't rot, so it never goes away and turns parts of the oceans into thick, plasticky soup. Yuck! All this plastic causes big problems for seabirds and animals that live in the oceans. They can accidentally eat it or get tangled up. There are several huge garbage patches in the oceans of the world, but the largest is the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. It's as big as a country. Okay, Go-Jetters, open your eyes. How was your first meditation?
Oh,
amazing.
That was incredible.
I can't believe Kyan was able to sit still for so long.
It's all in the breathing.
Meditating really helps you look after your mind. It helps you to concentrate, be calm, and be kind to each other.
Oh, mindfulness.
Spot on, Foz. And the statue we are visiting today is of someone who helped many people be mindful. Let me tell you all about it with some funky facts.
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
The giant Buddha of Lishan in China is over 1,000 years old. The huge statue of this famous wise man is carved straight into the mountainside.
2.
The Buddha was built where 3 rivers meet to protect travelers and make the rough waters safer.
1.
It's so giant, 100 people can sit on its foot. As tall as 23 elephants, it's the largest stone Buddha in the world.
Funky facts.
Go-Jetters, I give you the giant Buddha of Lishan.
Arriving at destination, Kinderdijk.
Look at those windmills. Geographic.
Whoa, it's like the Academy Wind Farm.
But Kyan, these windmills are 150 years old.
All those flowers look so cool.
Today's National Mill Day. Every year, the local people decorate the windmills. Right, Ubercorn?
That's right. Let me blow you away with even more funky facts.
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
The Netherlands is a low, flat country in Europe. Almost a quarter of it is below sea level, so it's often in danger of flooding.
2.
The people here found a clever way to stop the flooding by building ditches and pumps to drain away the water. 150 years ago, this was all done by windmills using wind power.
1.
Nowadays, they use large pumping stations powered by diesel fuel or electricity. But some of the old windmills still work too. Coordinates set for London in the United Kingdom.
Welcome, tennis fans, to finals day at Wimbledon, as the players warm up here on centre court for the mixed doubles final.
I can't believe we got tickets.
And on centre court.
Yeah! Whoa! Yahoo! I can't wait! Go, tennis!
Kyan, you're only supposed to ooh and ah at Wimbledon.
That's right, Xuli. Now, before the players begin, let me serve up a volley of funky facts.
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
Wimbledon in London is home to the world's most famous tennis tournament, which is over 100 years old. It's the only major championship still played on grass and is watched by over 1 billion fans all over the world.
2.
Wimbledon has strict rules on what the players wear. Everything has to be white. Players compete in knockout games until they reach the final, played on center court.
1.
To stop pigeons from interrupting matches, a trained guard hawk is employed to chase them away. He even has his own official photo pass. Coordinates set for Mexico. Let's hit it!
Go, 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 go.
So, why are the caves so dangerous?
Let me explain with some urgent, funky facts. 300 meters beneath Mexico lies the spectacular Cave of Crystals, a hidden space that contains some of the biggest crystals in the world.
2.
The cave is really humid, meaning the air is hot and wet. This makes the conditions perfect for many crystals to join together, growing bigger and bigger. Over thousands of years, some of these crystals have become as big as a bus.
1.
These crystals may look cold, but an ancient pool of molten rock far below makes this a super hot place to visit.
Almost there, cadets. Can we ace this?
Yeah! Amazing! They've almost sailed right across the Atlantic.
The wind is on your side, Kyan. You can break the Academy record.
Wow, that's bright! Is that what I think it is?
Sure is, Xuli. It's the record-breaking Bishop Rock Lighthouse.
Another record breaker! Amazing!
Kyan, we'll watch you from there. Don't give up!
Never have, never will.
Race crew, your finish line is just past Bishop Rock. Sail wide of the lighthouse and keep clear of those rocks.
But that'll take longer.
It's the only way to go. Let me enlighten you with some funky facts.
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn, funky top 3.
Bishop Rock is located off the Isles of Scilly in the UK. It's the smallest island with a building on it in the world.
2.
Lighthouses flash light over long distances to warn ships about nearby rocks and land.
1.
Bishop Rock Lighthouse is built from hard stone and has stood for over 150 years. Huge waves can reach the top of this 49-meter-tall tower. That's 7 houses high.
All done, Ubercorn. Pump activated.
Nice work, Go-Jetters. When the pressure gauge shows full, the sprinklers will turn on and water the whole field. Now, where have Kyan and Xuli got to?
They were feeding the chickens, but that was ages ago.
Cripples! Leave me alone, you naughty pigeon!
Come back, Barbara. Whoa!
What happened?
Somebody left the gate open.
It was a shortcut! Anyway, I didn't ask that pesky pigeon to follow me.
Barbara is a chicken, and she was following her favorite food, corn.
No blah, 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 no jetter. What's this thing doing in my way?
It's to help make our crops grow big and strong. Let me tell you more with some funky farming facts. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn, funky top 3.
Food crops are grown all over the world where there are different patterns of weather, known as climate. Some crops prefer it warm and not too rainy, while others grow better where it's wetter.
2.
Some places don't have rain all year round, so farmers store water and move it to the fields using special pipes. We call this irrigation.
1.
Our Go-Jet Academy has water all around it, but that's no good for farming because seawater is too salty. So we use irrigation to take stored water and spray it on our crops during the long, dry season.
Sig plus sag equals a perfect slalom.
Well, fantastic plus gymnastics equals... Woohoo! Aced it!
Looking good, Go-Jetters. Just a little further and you'll reach your Go-Jet Ski Challenge.
Huh? You mean this isn't it?
Awesome!
Cool ski jump.
Whoa!
Lars?
That cable car is geographic.
It sure is, Lars. Let me fill you in with some ice-cool, funky facts. Brrr.
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
Whistler is a mountain in Canada that gets its name from the call of the furry marmots that live high on the icy slopes. Hit it!
2.
In winter, Whistler gets covered in deep, deep snow, making the mountain a great place for skiers and snowboarders.
1.
Cable cars hang from long wires stretching 3 kilometers across the valley and higher than the Eiffel Tower. Brrr, that's one chilly high wire act.
Funky facts.
It's coming! It's coming!
GoJet Academy, ready to enjoy one of nature's most spectacular events?
Yeah!
Well, before it's here, let me make things clear with some fast and funky facts. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
The Academy is where it's at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
In space, planet Earth spins around the sun, while at the same time, the moon orbits the Earth.
2.
Every so often, the moon moves between the Earth and the sun, making a huge shadow across the Earth. This is known as a solar eclipse.
1.
Looking at the sun will damage your eyes. So the only way to safely watch an eclipse is with your pinhole projectors.
Funky facts.
Amazing! Darkness in the day, so weird and so cool.
Look, the bats think it's nighttime. Nothing yet.
According to the coordinates, we're really close. It should be...
Right there!
Geographic.
Awesome!
Cool treehouse.
And the amazing people that built it have invited you to visit. Let me tell you more with some high-rise funky facts. Hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's funky top 3.
The Korowai are an ancient tribe who live in the rainforest of Papua, far away from towns and cities.
2.
Their houses are built to stand above the ground, safe from floods and buzzing insects, like mosquitoes.
1.
The Korowai used to live deep in the rainforest. They built houses and tree houses from everything around them. They even built some high in the treetops, not to live in, but to show what amazing builders they are.
Ubercorn, you should see this.
Well, that's strange, Foz. The underwater volcano near the Academy is shaking things up more than usual.
That doesn't sound good.
What happens if it erupts?
Let me fill you in with some red-hot, funky facts.
Funky
The Academy is where it's at.
With Ubercorn's Funky Top 3.
As well as on land, volcanoes can be found underwater. When these erupt, they can create islands. The Canary Islands, the Hawaiian Islands, and our very own Academy Island were all made by underwater eruptions. All these islands were created by molten rock called magma, erupting up from the ocean floor as lava, which then cools down and becomes solid rock. Every now and then, a brand new island is born somewhere around the world.
Geographic! I would love to see that.
Like all volcanoes, the underwater ones can be dangerous, throwing huge explosions of lava, steam, and rocks into the air. Boom!
Boom!
Here you go, team. Yummy chocolate hills.
Aced it, Kyan.
Perfect travel snacks.
Amazing combinations! Toffee, raspberry, minty choc chip. Imagine if the real chocolate hills were really made of chocolate.
I think we need some real funky facts.
Somebody say funky facts? Yow! Let's hit it!
Funky facts, funky facts.
Let me tell you about the place we're at.
With Ubercorn's Funky Top 3.
The Chocolate Hills are on Bohol Island in the Philippines, a country made up of over 7,000 separate islands. The Chocolate Hills were created over thousands of years by water and wind eroding the rock and making this fantastic hilly landscape. Grass and ferns grow all over the hills. During the dry season, they turn a chocolatey brown color, which is how they got their name, the Chocolate Hills.